What's up, everybody? Sports Gladiators back on a Monday night. Last week we were on Sunday. And, of course, here's the man that makes it all. Which way I got to point this on, right? This Mr. John Knast right there.
Actually, we were live last Monday. We started the show earlier because the Eagles were playing on Monday Night Football.
I thought we were on Sunday last week.
No, we were on Monday. I kind of wish that we would have stayed on longer instead of watching that embarrassment of a game on Monday night versus Washington. But, hey, what are you going to do?
I thought we did it last Sunday. I can't wait. It's Monday?
Wow. We did it Monday night.
Cool.
The days blend together anymore. We are getting a little bit older, but...
I know. It's all right. We love the shows. We love our fans.
We do.
We do.
And
Curtis
the first one
in the house is Curtis. What's up, Curtis?
I mean, he doesn't have much really to talk about this week. Miami had the bye week, but he can listen to us talk a little bit.
At least they didn't lose to the Commanders.
Yeah, that is true. We lost to two teams. We lost to two teams, honestly, that night. The Commanders and the Rats. If you want me to be honest.
Ron's on early. Good job. Hey, Ron. It's Mr. Testing in the house. Yeah, this is Ron's show, so just let everybody know. We're just here to
Ron help. Ron is the producer. We just keep him hidden in the closet.
Yeah. Ron's in charge of everything here, guys. He's the man.
Yeah. I passed the Twitch. I bet DLB has Twitch.
He is right about this. Curtis, I actually did watch some hockey, which I usually don't do. So, yes, you're right. The Canadians had a really good shootout. I watched the highlights of that one, though.
Yeah, they beat Philly on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I mean, it's dark here. Where are you at, Ron?
I told him I put him in the closet. Remember, he's locked behind in the closet.
Oh, God. Here's another joke going sky over my head.
You're the one that said that he's in charge of the show. I just added to it by saying we had him locked in the closet.
And I'm way off. Over my head. It's crazy. Look, I'm a Flyers fan only because I live here. I'm not a big hockey guy to begin with. The most I ever got into hockey was when the Avs were first formed and they got hot when they had Sakic and Patrick Waugh and Forsberg, all them. I followed that team. I was out west and visiting my grandparents, got hooked on Colorado for a little bit. But that's it. I moved here to Flyers.
Everybody, he's lying. He's from Erie, Pennsylvania, so he's in between the Buffalo Sabres fan and the Pittsburgh Penguins fan, okay?
It happened when I was out west visiting my grandfather in South Dakota. Is when it really happened, and I got caught up in the Colorado action. I can actually name their people. By the way,
Norax or whatever they were called.
The one thing, Patrick Waugh is the greatest goalie of all time. So,
if my cousin Mark McGowan was in here, he would agree with you.
You would?
Yep. My cousin's a big Patrick Waugh fan. So,
my first cousin's godson is the backup goalie for Pittsburgh Penguins.
Right now?
Yep. Currently employed by them.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It is. Because I can get any autographs I want.
Well, good. I have one I want you to get for him, but you gotta go to
Pittsburgh? All right.
He actually played. The funny thing is he never played for Philly, but he did play for Pittsburgh.
Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Curtis. I appreciate that, man. He was the shit.
No, okay. No, there's a quarter for you, but that's all right.
Quarter, buddy. Put it in. Swear jar.
Well, here's a debate, though. Patrick Waugh or Martin Brodeur?
No, Patrick Waugh.
Okay.
There's people that would argue the other way, John. I totally understand. You got audience that would say, nah, it would be him, but I'm sorry.
It depends on your, I guess, perseverance and personal opinion, so.
Well, the thing I like Patrick Waugh was the same reason why I thought Hextall was good. They're goalies that still talk crap on other or talk shit and all that. I don't know. They're both aggressive and passionate. I don't see that at every goalie. I just felt those two especially were really really into the game and everything. So I mean Hextall fights and Waugh would get into it. I mean it was great.
Well, there's a third one you can add to that mix, I guess you can say, but he was erratic and inconsistent. You could also say Dominic Hasek could be a top tier goalie too.
Yes, those guys I know, but to me personally, when I was into hockey and watching the Avs for a few years there, no, he's the man, dude.
Okay, I'm just throwing out names to tell me to shut up.
He was the man before they were the Avalanche, dude. He was still the man.
I know because he played for the Canadians back in the day. I know.
Awesome.
You think I just know about football? I know about hockey too.
Oh, you play hockey.
I had a book maybe the size of this of all NHL stats. I paid $10 for it.
He has a stack of this of NHL games by EA Sports. That's what he has.
I got 2. Okay, thank you.
Ron, don't challenge me, Ron, with your whatever goal you're going to put up there.
He's just saying close because I said the difference between Patrick Wall and Martin Brodeur.
No. Ron's going to say something now about another goalie. I know he is. Ron's shady like that.
What? Marc-Andre Fleury? Curtis Joseph? Eddie Belfour?
Look, Patrick Waugh could start right now and be better than half the goalies that are currently playing.
I would 100% agree with that. Even better than 100%. 110%.
Plus, Patrick Waugh's the one that made up the butterfly. He was the first one to do that. I mean, come on, man. He's the man.
Yeah, but Ron Hextall scored the first goal.
Dude, when I saw him, when I went back and really got into him and did more, now I can watch some of it, but I couldn't watch it back then because we didn't have the internet. But yeah, dude, that when he introduced the butterfly, dude, it was like, what? It was the greatest thing I'd ever seen in my life. Bernie Parent.
Bernie Parent, get it right.
I don't even know who that is. Was he a vendor for peanuts? I don't know, Ron.
He was a starting goaltender for the Flyers when they won the Stanley Cup in back-to-back years.
Yeah, but
so if you want to talk goalies before Patrick Waugh, Bernie Parent would be one you mentioned.
No, he wasn't even a goalie. He only played some games because most of the time he was third shift at Wawa.
Nice try.
He worked for convenience stores. No, I'm pretty sure Bernie Parent is working at Wawa. He was a Wawa guy that they got, which basically the convenience store here occurs. That's what he worked for, and then he played occasional games.
Curtis, he's full of crap. Don't listen. Yeah, he always got hurt. Back then, players didn't really.
Ron, I love your picture on Facebook, man. That's the best.
He's getting ready for his big trip.
Yeah, this is Ron in January. Ron's invited me for like the last 4 years, and I have not been able to get there. This is Ron when he leaves at the end of January for his golfing trip. That's Ron for a few days.
Don't put it in. Ron, I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm actually in agreement with this. I don't know why you're dissing one of the greatest goalies in Flyers history.
Okay, let's go back. I'll tell you why, Ron, because I don't know hockey. Okay, that well. So I'm going to go with the guys that I watched, unfortunately. The history of the game, forget about it. I mean, I know something about the Islanders only because I watched the documentary about them on 30 for 30. Like my dad was into the Rangers. I tell you, my dad's all New York. I mean, that's where I grew up. For some reason, I like the Eagles. But that's it. I like the Knicks, which they're garbage right now. I like the Yankees, which get kicked out of the playoffs every year. And I was never into hockey, but he's a Ranger.
Yeah, does that make you feel better?
There it is, everybody. I don't know the history of the game, so I am going with that. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. Thanks for popping in.
What's up, Julie? That's awesome.
He wasn't just respected locally.
Yeah. I've never heard his name till right now, Ron, to be honest with you. First time I heard his name is tonight. You obviously know a lot more than I do about hockey. So
yeah, I'm just gonna leave that.
What?
On the bottom.
Curtis, why are you leaving me now? Thank you. There you go, everybody. That's awesome, John. Leave that up. When we talk about hockey, that's awesome. That is the best that you could have done. I love it, John. Boo, Julie. It'll get better.
It is absolutely a rough week if you look in retail. I got hit twice today, not once, but twice, by a motorized cart that a lady was driving 20 miles per hour through the grocery aisles. I know how Julie feels. My ankle is swollen thanks to that woman. And I don't know. They get an apology.
I don't know where Julie works though.
Wawa.
Oh, she works at Wawa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie, my wife is I don't think they call it a nighttime supervisor. Christy said the title changed to something else. Team leader, I think it was.
Operation manager or something.
Whatever. She's the third shift person on charge. She's the third shift manager. So I don't know whatever you guys technically call that. She's actually going to. That's why I leave to take my wife to work because she works third shift at Wawa.
He lies. He just doesn't want to hang out with us.
No, that's not the case. My wife comes first.
That is true. Oh, Chase, I hope you feel better. If you're listening, I hope you feel better, buddy. A kid with the flu is not fun at all.
No, not at all.
So
having raised two children, or still raising two children, I know exactly What you mean?
I have no kids, but I got plenty of nieces and nephews. Trust me.
John does.
There you go.
The flu blows. I mean, the flu is just it's garbage. You can't breathe. You got the fever.
Yeah, you're all congested and stuff.
Yeah.
If you watched some of the shows last week, I was in pretty rough shape myself. But
John's all right now.
I'm a little messed up in the head, so but that's
John doesn't tell you guys the truth. He was actually at a secret medical lab testing out new cures for COVID.
Yeah, I know because I got that's why my screen's so bright because I have a TV on right next to me.
Oh, give me a break.
Watching the game.
That's your top-notch equipment you have.
Well, top-notch equipment, yes, but I also have 2 flat-screen TVs right next to me.
He does. He has a pretty good setup, guys.
Well, you can see it.
I've unprecedentedly watched 2 games with John. I usually never watch. I get upset at the Eagles too quickly, so sometimes I don't watch.
Well, now people with the bigger screen can see what's going on behind you more. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What's here?
He has a fever. 103.
Good update, Curtis. Hope they lose again, the Flyers.
Thanks. But 103-degree fever. Ouch.
Oh, that's where it's from, Ron? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. You still look incredible. I'd wear that all the time to bowling if you have it still. That's awesome.
There you go. We'll make a team next year, the Four Amigos.
Julie has updated you. 103. Oh, my goodness, Julie. That is brutal on a child. Brutal. Oh, my goodness. It's bad on an adult. Jesus, on a kid. Sorry you have to go through that. I hope he makes a speedy recovery. Yep. That's no joke and no fun.
What he said. So since we started hockey, you want to switch gears and talk football?
Well, no. If Curtis or Ron, if anyone has anything to talk about hockey, just pump it in there. Whatever. No, I don't know.
I forgot. As Ron's show, we have to ask our producer.
Ron,
what would you like to talk about, Ron? Let me go check him out. Make sure he's all right in the closet real quick. All right,
hey, quickly, make sure he's all right. Curtis, it's not your fault. NHL can be on topic. As the banner, as the thing going at the bottom says, I just don't know a lot about hockey. So it's tough for me.
But yeah, he claims he can get anyone's autograph.
From Pittsburgh.
Okay. Our producer says it's football time.
Football time. Excellent. Eagles game sucked.
And up to the fourth quarter. But
the fourth quarter. You're going to tell me that Jeff Saturday put up a game plan that held the Eagles to that few points. Are you kidding me?
Curtis says you better start learning.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm putting it up. All right, Curtis, I'll get on that immediately.
I'll hold him to it. But no, I mean, is it really Jeff Saturday like coaching the coach, or is he just that guy that's standing on the sidelines looking like a head coach? Because if I'm not mistaken, he's not calling any plays. He's helping scheme, obviously, but Gus Bradley's running the defense, and his offensive quality control coach is the one calling the plays on offense.
Well, he's inexperienced big time, and so I guess he is looking more for help from them than he would be normally. I just find it unbelievable that the Redskins and the Colts, I mean, I understand the Redskins, we couldn't stop the game, and there was a couple turnovers, and a horrible non-call on the face match would put out Goddard for a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, this one says it all too. Ron is nailing
they both did. The running games, they stopped. The running game is back to being stopped again.
I mean, the first drive they gave up that one large one, but for these two only having 2-3 days within a new system, haven't played all year, they combined between the two of them for 9 tackles.
Right, and you can't run on us anymore now,
which is very nice. Saturday did very little game plan.
Yeah, Ron's agreeing.
I mean,
I don't know. Well, when the other guy was head coach, he didn't get wins. Yeah, this dude's got a win and almost pulled off 2 wins.
Yeah, that is true. And they combined for a sack because they met at the quarterback and they got credit each for the half sack.
That's good.
So
this is awesome. I'd go. I'd love to go see you, Curtis.
Yeah, you might. Right? But
yeah, but what I don't understand it. The Redskins, literally, we should have beat them. That was just. uncharacteristic of us. But our offense was, even that game, it was pretty good. You know, it put up points, but against the Colts, we struggled. It doesn't make sense to me with that kind of offense. When Romo was saying 3 games ago we were unstoppable.
Yeah, well,
Sanders sucked. Sanders didn't run well at all.
Well, that's the thing, though. They're not using Sanders like they were. They're going more pass heavy right now. I don't get why.
You got to balance it out.
You're in the meat of your schedule is right now. Starting with, you might as well say Washington. You have Washington, Indianapolis, Green Bay, Tennessee, and then you go on the road for 3 straight in December. You go.
Yeah, Ron. I was just saying that.
You go to the Giants, Chicago, and Dallas. 2 of which are outdoors, 1 in which is indoors. New York and Chicago, you're not going to be able to throw the ball because that wind's going to be whipping because it's the middle of December. So you need to get back to what you were doing in the beginning of the season, and that's running the ball.
Right.
Sanders was on track for easily 1,200 yards this year.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I thought that was a good change that we balanced it. Now we're back to what we had like last year, a lot of heavy passing.
Yeah, well, when you have, and I don't know why do we have a heavy passing right now, because you don't have your perennial tight end threat in Dallas Goedert for the next at least 4 or 5 weeks. So you need to get back to the running game.
Which is a turnover that wouldn't have happened if the ref who was standing right there hadn't seen him pull it down like 3 feet.
I completely agree.
And Ron is correct here.
Oh,
he's a great blocking tight end.
I couldn't agree more. Not having Dallas Goedert on the run block is going to hurt tremendously. I mean, I think Jack Stoll could be that guy, not receiving-wise, obviously, but he could be the blocking tight end that we need. Then you have someone like Tyree Jackson, who's a converted quarterback that's playing tight end, who could possibly become your receiving tight end. The biggest problem with him is he can't stay healthy. He's been on the team now 3 years, I think, and he's maybe played 6 games total. Then I'm trying to think of who else you have. Then you really have nobody else at tight end. Just those 2, unless you want to give Mr. Rob Gronkowski a call, which I don't personally think we need to, but
he won't come out of retirement.
No.
No matter what we offer him, he would come out of retirement. He's not going to come out for Brady. He's not going to come out for any other team.
That's true.
Let's be honest.
And yeah, this is another one. They need to stop penalties. Like Jack Stoll is a perfect example. Like, there's plenty of people right now that you could point your fingers at. Richard Rodgers is actually under contract right now with the LA Chargers, or I would say that's a heck of an idea. But Richard Rodgers is playing for the Chargers right now. So
going to another team real fast. You see, after another fumble, that the Denver released their starting running back.
Which one? Melvin Gordon?
The guy that leads their team in rushing. I just forgot his name by some. I'm brain freezing.
If it's who I think it is, then you think. If it's who I think you're saying, it's Melvin Gordon, but
yeah, that's him.
Really?
Yeah, let him go. Check it out. I'm facts. Yeah, Ron, I heard it before you, so be quiet.
Wow.
I thought that was a little harsh, but I guess if you keep fumbling at the 2-yard line 2 times or whatever it was, 2, that's good. I mean, I wouldn't have cut the guy, but all right, if that's what they think.
Well, they already lost Javonte Williams for the season to a torn ACL, so they were expecting Melvin Gordon to step up, but
I know you do, Ron. I know you would have beat my ass.
Quarter.
I know. Yeah, Ron, in case you never heard it before, it's 25 cents every time one of us that's on camera swears. And it goes to charity at the end of the month.
Yes. So I'm actually going to donate to that cause right now by saying this, okay? What in the hell happened to the Minnesota Vikings yesterday? Dallas went into Minnesota and kicked their ass.
It was in Minnesota, too. I was like, what the hell?
40-3? Are you kidding me?
Thanks, Ron.
Appreciate it, Ron.
I need money. No, I'm kidding. I need money for my swear jar.
Game is 3-1. That game's over.
Yeah, Flyers are losing 3-1. It's over, Curtis. Yeah, they lost.
But, like, what happened to Minnesota yesterday? They turned this game off the air. A nationally broadcast game got pulled from the air from CBS or another area because it was that bad.
It was awful. Absolutely awful. That was like a tsunami of offense. And I'm like, they failed in every facet of that game, the Vikings. Defense, offense, special teams.
Like, I don't know if you saw the picture I put in the group chat. I put a picture of Minnesota Vikings offense. Said missing and found. Please contact the Minneapolis Police Department. Like,
Oh, I didn't see that. That's funny.
It was horrible. Like Dallas
I have nothing to say because it got beat in every facet of the game. So I have no idea what Dallas suddenly did that made them that strong.
A balanced attack. Tony Pollard had 2 touchdowns. Dak had 2 touchdowns passing. Zeke came back, had 2 touchdowns. The Dallas defense had like 6 sacks.
Well, what is it? Did Dallas play great?
Oh, Dallas.
Okay, or does Dallas play great, or did the Vikings lose it themselves? Like does this show how powerful now the Cowboys are? Or is this exposing weaknesses on the Vikings, or do you think this is just an anomaly, one game thing?
Actually, we will find that out because they both have quick turnaround weeks. Dallas hosts the Giants on Thursday for Thanksgiving, and then the Vikings go to New England Thursday night.
Who does Detroit play on Thanksgiving?
Buffalo.
Oof. Where's that at?
Detroit.
Good. They got like 5 million feet of snow.
Yeah, what was it? I think I read as of Saturday morning, not even counting what they got yesterday, there was a certified tracker, they call them, people that were certified to take the proper depth of snow, whatever. They measured 77 inches of snow at Buffalo Stadium.
That's ridiculous.
Imagine just trying to walk in that, let alone play in it.
The most I've ever walked in is 3 feet.
Yeah.
It's the worst storm that I walked through. Well, I had drifts that were higher, but I was only, 3 feet of snow.
That's a way to sum up Sunday for Minnesota, too. Honestly, like you can't really watch much of the game when they're pulling the game off you, but Minnesota's offensive line did not show up.
Didn't he get sacked? He got sacked, what, 6-7 times?
Yeah. It was bad. Like, I kind of wish we had Sam in here right now because I know Sam's on cloud 9. I want to know, like, his opinion on this, being a Dallas fan.
Oh, I got you, Ron. Yeah, I knew they were moving the game.
But the thing is, it's funny he's saying that because, yes, they played in Detroit yesterday for the home game. They actually went back to Buffalo last night and plan on flying back out to Detroit on Wednesday, which doesn't make sense.
Doesn't sound logical, but
because 82 inches of snow is not going to melt overnight.
That's for sure. No, the temperature's up there.
So what is funny about that, though, since they played in Detroit tweeted out the Buffalo's organization, please keep the tables intact, turn off the lights, and lock the doors when you leave. So Buffalo, as a funny payback, says they pop up on their story. Thanks for your hospitality. They show them turning off the lights, closing the door, and locking it behind them.
But Ron's right. I mean, Ron, I didn't know that they gave him an option, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Buffalo, I mean, it's only like, 90-minute flight from Buffalo to Detroit. Sure, you want to get back in your own facility, but you're under weird circumstances. I would have took them up on that and just stayed there. What's the difference of 3 days being in a away city compared to being home? Unless, yes, you got your proper training equipment, you have your medical staff and all that stuff that has their home stuff in Buffalo. Sure, I get that. But with what's going on up by your stadium, wouldn't it be more logical to stay where you're supposed to be playing instead of trying to go through that whole fiasco again? Yeah, in case the airport is still closed or backed up. That's another good reason.
Yeah, he's right. Ron's right.
So it just depends on how you want to look at it. Well, okay, your turn. What game stood out to you yesterday?
Well, you picked the 2 games that I mentioned. Chubby getting gone. How long is Goddard out? Did you say, John?
About next 4 weeks, probably.
4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, he's on IR for a minimum of 4.
That's it.
Yeah, well, now that they have the short-term injured reserve, if a player is put on short-term injury reserve, they have to miss at least 4 games.
Well, that's right. All right. If he's going to miss extra stuff toward that, though, that sucks.
Well, then they can just extend it, but
Well, that's just sucks.
4 to 6, yes. Hopefully, you can keep winning without him. Then you can maybe even rest him a little bit longer so you can save him for the playoffs. What are you looking for scores?
Yeah. No, I was just looking something up that I wanted to check on. Because this is one of the games I wanted to talk about. I just forgot which one it was. Yeah, the Titans-Packers game. They were at Packers. I just thought the Titans, as well as Packers played against the Cowboys, I just am surprised the Titans beat them. That was surprising to me. I didn't watch the game. Did watch the highlights. I was just surprised. John?
I mean, sorry. Tennessee had a good rushing attack. Tannehill made the throws when he needed to. Their defense made plays when they needed to. It was an all-around good, balanced team win for Tennessee. Tannehill's back from his injury, and he's looking sharp. Derrick Henry's being Derrick Henry. He's running teams over.
But what happened to Super Packer guy?
What, Christian Watson?
Yeah.
He had another 2 touchdowns, but they're starting to figure out the rest of the offense. So now Alan Lazard's not doing much. They're just getting Randall Cobb coming back. Sammy Watkins been the biggest disappointment for him. He hasn't hardly done anything.
I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I have no idea why that was the way it was.
And then they don't have much of a running game.
That's why,
And teams are
I'm waiting for you
figuring
to
out
fit.
Aaron Rodgers.
I don't want to move anything, so move along. So I was just saying.
Well, since you brought it up, now there's reports out there that people are trying to get behind Matt LaFleur. Maybe it's time to say, hey, the season's done and over with. Why don't we give Jordan Love a shot to see what we have in this kid?
Did Watson play this week?
Yes, Watson had 2 touchdowns.
Well, they lost. I didn't know he was playing this game. That was my bad. So for all that, he still couldn't beat people.
Yeah. But like I said, now people are actually calling to see Jordan Love. They want to see what the kid has.
What do you think about? Do you think the season turns around for the Browns now or no? I'm sorry, I just want to quickly add that.
What, since they lost to Buffalo?
No, since what's his name's quarterbacking him now.
Not yet.
Oh, that's what I thought. You thought you said he quarterbacked. That's I'm like I don't. All right.
No, for Green Bay, they're trying to bench.
Sorry, buddy.
They're trying to bench Aaron Rodgers to see what Jordan Love can do. Jordan Love was the first round pick a couple years back when they surprised everybody taking a quarterback in the first round.
That head coach will never bench Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you right
now.
now.
But if you don't have much to play for anymore because you're 5 games out of your first place in your division and you're 3 games out of the wild card.
See, I agree with Ron here.
Okay, if he's checked out mentally, then why not say, hey, Aaron, we appreciate what you've done for you, but we're gonna put the kids in for a couple games.
Because Green Bay's fan base will lose their mind.
But Green Bay's fan base is also calling for a change.
I agree. Ron's right about this.
And might as well implode already. They're not going anywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. Green Bay is done.
They are done. I agree with you on that. It's just benching him that's risky.
Okay, but you need to see what you have in Jordan Love because you have a big decision coming up that you have to make.
Was Rodgers signed? Is this the only thing he signed?
He has another 2-3 years left, yes. But Jordan Love is on year 4 of the year 5 rookie deal. You have to see if you're going to pick that option up next year.
Right.
Because if you're just going to pick it up and not play him, what the hell is the point of picking it up?
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I'm saying maybe let this kid have a couple games at NFL speed versus 1-versus-1s and see what you got with him.
I think Ron's kind of side with you, man. Since the fans are technically the owners, if they're calling for it, I mean, I just think they're going to implode, like Ron said earlier.
It's just the team's not going anywhere.
Oh, I agree with you. I don't think the Packers are making any noise to get to the playoffs. Their record sucks. They're 4-7.
He signed an extension to come back from you. Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers was going to be the host of Jeopardy, but then Green Bay threw all that money out at him. Why don't you take the money?
Yeah, but they got rid of their best receiver. So.
Because Aaron Rodgers wanted money.
Oh, you're right there.
No, you're not going to be able to give Rodgers $75 million guaranteed and then lock up Devontae Adams for the same amount of money.
That's true.
How are you going to field a team?
Well, they're not fielding much of one now. So
Not at all.
There you go. That's an experiment. And did you guys see the end of the Patriots-Jets game?
You want to talk about heart-wrenching?
Yeah, that was hard to watch. I saw it. I was like, oh, my goodness, that's crazy. You give up on special teams. You give up a run back to that touchdown. I was like, what?
There's only one other game I've ever watched that has that happened before.
Eagles game against the Giants?
Well, I'm talking that too, but there's another game recently that happened. Michigan State a couple years back. The kid botched the snap on the punt, got the punt off, and then Michigan ran it back for the touchdown to walk off on the punt return for the win.
I don't remember that. That's interesting.
I think it happened 2014. I have to look.
Got you.
But if you're a Jets fan, that just breaks your heart.
Oh, it does. Especially how tough they played them in the game.
They jumped in from the Eagles game. Yep. Ron's right. Like, Eagles game ended. They did their little 2-minute spiel, and then they threw right in the bonus coverage of the Jets-Patriots game, and it was right in time for the punt return.
Yeah, that was, like I said, that was nuts. I saw that. I was like, what the, it's crazy. I think you can also, talking about playoffs that we touched on a little bit, I think the Rams are done.
Oh, Rams are finished too.
They're done. They're not going to do anything. 3-7. There's no way they come back. Is this Stafford back in concussion protocol?
They said it's possible because they were going to evaluate him, and then the Players Association wasn't too happy about it. So we'll see what happens with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I just know that he did. I knew they were giving him they were upset about it.
Oh, they're not happy at all. Toast for shooting football.
What'd you think about the Lions walking all over the Giants? That was funny.
Unexpected.
I watched the highlights of that.
I was kind of bummed out. I didn't get to see my buddy at work today because he was like, oh, I don't know about you guys, but I think I have an easy win today versus Detroit.
Instead,
I was just going to look at him and like, oh, hey, how about your Giants, Mike?
And how are and suddenly now Detroit, they won 3 in a row and all that. I'm like, well, I don't think they're contenders. They're more pretenders than that.
Yeah.
The Lions, what are they going to do?
Unless Minnesota stumbles out of this 40-3 ass kicking and says, and that really hurts. That's a true statement. Lions.
All right, Curtis. Hope to see you a little bit later.
But yeah, Lions' comment is pretty good. I like that. Lions have the right. I mean, Dan Campbell's not the greatest coach, but he keeps those boys fired up. I gotta give him credit.
Okay, let him trade away Saquon Barkley, just that player, and let me see what happens to this team and his coaching.
Who, the Giants?
Yeah. You take Saquon Barkley off that team's nothing.
That is true.
Sorry, that's my opinion on the matter.
Even though Daniel Jones has been playing pretty decent this year.
Yeah, he's playing okay football. He's not like the star of the show, though.
Yeah, well, he just lost another wide receiver apparently to a torn ACL. Wayndale Robinson or something.
What?
Oh, I was looking at the NFL news because I didn't know about Gordon. They said Giants lose wide receiver torn ACL.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Wayndale Robinson will miss the remainder of the season after tearing his tearing the ACL on his right knee during Sunday's 31-18 loss.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I see it. I know you're telling the truth. I'm just saying.
And he was just starting to become a very reliable target for Mr. Jones.
Yes. Now, I got a couple of quick ones for you, John.
Okay.
What's wrong going on? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Ron. It's exactly. It's not him. So I totally agree with you saying what you're saying there. No, one of the other teams. So what do you think about the Bengals? I don't think they get back to the Super Bowl.
They're not going to get back to the Super Bowl.
They've come on as late. I mean, but
they're a playoff team. But with how deep the AFC is, there's going to be a lot of tough matchups going forward to who gets in and who gets out. Because the AFC East is, as of right now, all in the playoffs.
AFC East, it's going to be the Dolphins.
Yeah, but they might win the division, sure. But with the other three teams having winning records, if the season was to start right now, all four of the AFC East teams would qualify for the playoffs.
Ron, you're right. They've come on as late. At least that's what I've seen. But yeah, you're right. Burrow's not playing like he did last year.
No.
And his line isn't protecting him much better either. So all those moves they made, he still gets sacked a ton. So I don't.
They're up and down because they're right now without their biggest offensive threat in Jamar Chase.
When's he coming back?
Probably a week or two, I think.
Ugh, that's not good. And I have a question for everybody. Does Wentz ever get the starting job back?
No.
Nope. Not happening.
I think Wentz's days as a starter are done.
Yep. Heineke is just doing an absolute great job. I have to admit. Yes, he had a lot of help with our game with the turnovers and injured one of our players on a no call, but that wasn't up to him. And I love how he does this, right? After the game. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to be undefeated. I didn't even think we would be. I knew one of these games would trap us or something, or toward the end of the season, we'd sit people. So I never thought we were going to go on, 20-0. So, that just wasn't going to happen. So I'm just saying that I don't see him. Yeah, I don't see him ever getting that back. If you agree with that, John.
No, I agree. And I'm just looking at
I think Ron agrees too about it.
I'm just looking at the list of these teams, and there's not really any team out there right now in desperate need for a starting quarterback. Unfortunately, as much as you see it nowadays, the quarterback is like a revolving door. Some teams like to stay with longevity. Other teams like to start young. And Wentz is just in that middle parallel right now where A, can't stay healthy, and B, he's inconsistent.
Yeah, Ron said backup for life. That's probably it. And he says Carolina.
I would say Carolina, but with having such high draft picks next year, Carolina's going to either get Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud.
Well, the team that really is in need of a quarterback is the Chiefs. Their quarterback sucks.
No, he's absolutely horrible.
Absolutely horrible. Yeah, he once again engineered enough to get by the Chargers. That dude gets out of more trouble. I swear, watching that game, I was like, Jesus, he is just that good. Do you agree, John?
Yeah, sorry.
Mahomes is gonna, and if Mahomes has longevity like Brady, he'll break all Brady's records. Maybe not Super Bowl. I will say that 7 Super Bowls that's amazing. I don't know if anybody will ever get that close. I
could see Mahomes maybe getting 5.
Yeah. Mahomes could. He's going to win more than 1. That's for sure. But 7 or 6 more. That's just a tie. I mean, Brady's got just too many rings. I think. I don't know if that's a record that'll ever be broken.
Probably not. But yeah. But like what he's saying, Carson Wentz has never been the same since his injury. You might say,
like this. Ron, you're funny with that.
You might as well say injuries, Ron. From tearing his ACL to coming back upon you and basically breaking his back.
I don't know. I thought he was the future. I mean, I bought jerseys. I thought he was the future, and it's like, nope. Now you're gone.
Well, now you gotta be careful because they're about ready to probably dump a boatload into Jalen Hurts.
Probably. But Jalen Hurts is better than him.
Yeah.
I mean, Wentz was a little mobile, when he had his breakout season. He was a little bit mobile. He could run, but Hurts obviously still needs to work on the passing game. Like, I get that. He jumps around, like you say, John, back there, and he's indecisive at times and takes off with his feet. Now, I'm glad he did to win the game the other day, but you shouldn't be depending on your quarterback to do all your work. Kind of like, it's like with the Ravens. I don't think he should be doing every single thing. Players got to help him. I mean, it seems like sometimes the quarterbacks that can run have to take over the game.
Yeah.
What is this? Wait, what is Ron saying?
There's patches.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Ron. I'm going to have to do that. That's funny. I didn't even think of that.
Well, Lamar's gotten away from him a little bit, but the next quarterback on that list is Justin Fields. The kid's going to kill himself. He's running like 17 times a game.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there with that.
Like he's shattering these records. That's all good and gravy, but if you're getting hurt in the process, like what good does it do?
No, you're right. I agree with you.
It's just weird. So, what do I know? I'm just a guy.
You know everything, John. You and Ron know the world. Look at Ron just put up.
He's running for his life, yeah, because they don't have that offensive line to protect him, really.
Yeah, not at all.
I agree with Ron.
Andrea, what's up?
Oh, no.
Andrea's in the house. Andrea. What's up, girlfriend?
Everyone give Andrea a wave. As you see my hand go a mile a minute.
Number one right there.
Hey, Mike, speaking of which.
3D. What?
I haven't been able to say hi to my friend tonight.
Go ahead. Who are you saying hi to? I don't know.
You telling me who's missing?
Sam, Tyler. What, Morgan?
He's your friend.
Kevin. Bobby?
Nope.
Who then? Ron's here.
Who always pops in the show and makes his presence felt?
Ted doesn't.
Wow. Master Chief, I'm sorry Mike forgot about you.
Oh my God, John, you were so right. I didn't even put it in the bedroom shot. Oh man. It's the first time I've ever forgot him. Master
Chief, I didn't forget about you, I promise.
The Master Chief is not happy because this is the first show I did not put him up for. This is a tradition. But John remembered. And hold on a minute. John's going to get wait if I can do it, a salute from the chest. Andrea, back from Target.
Sorry, I just wanted me and everybody else to see hi to Master Chief. He is just an important person on the show. Always makes an appearance. Mike screwed up. So
I did.
Sorry for my childish moment.
He defends the podcast physically. He walks around and protects John's place.
Well, now I got Ron in the closet, so I'm good.
That's too funny. Andrea's buying Christmas gifts, probably.
Yeah, buying you something, right?
Not me. I said she's probably buying her family. Get them early purchases out of the way.
See, Ron knows. Hey, Ron, quiet down in there. Can hear him laughing already in the other room.
Not so loud, Ron. Not so loud. It's funny. I don't know how much.
I can't let people know that he's in there, because then they would have to do welfare check. You know how it is?
Stay quiet. Do what Heineke did.
Oh, God. Don't do that ever again.
Oh, she had to get a dress shirt for school. Is she going to prom this year?
I'm out of the closet now.
I just get her. Ron, you're the best, man. That's awesome.
Hey!
Rod, too good, man.
Well, there you go. We have to bring him on the show and he'll have to open the closet door and make his entrance.
It's for a presentation. Awesome. That's awesome.
Spiffy.
Little kids look great dressed up.
Unless you're me.
Oh, I look horrible. I'm not a kid. I look 52 of all fat.
I mean, if I get rid of this, maybe, but.
There you go. Jackie Robinson. Color breaker. Major League Baseball. Yes. Brought down that wall. That's awesome. He's doing that. You should record it, Andrew. Play it for us.
That'd be cool. I got
in private. You don't just put it on the show or anything, but
no.
I'd love to see that. I don't know how much else to say about football, John. I went over all the stuff. I mean, I know we didn't get to every game, but I
Well, when there's no Tampa Bay game, you can't just Tyler for 1 week. So,
well, here's one game that I was about to close out my little list here of things. Why did the Ravens have such a tough time putting away the Panthers?
Okay, Andrew, we'll be here.
You understand? Reading the kids is phenomenal.
I'm just going to contribute maybe windy conditions or something in that game because both teams didn't look good at all. You figure it was only, 3-3 on ended in the third quarter.
I know. The Ravens are a better team than that. Way better than the Panthers.
Well, sometimes you get teams that play down to your competition. So,
and I've said since he's been drafted, I've never called him Mayfield. I've always called him Mayday because I never thought he was going to be good. So Baker Mayday was another crappy game. So not. Look at that, 2 picks, 196 yards. He sucks.
And then,
they did? See, I didn't watch the highlights of that game yet. I just knew from reading the box score or reading the recap. I just was looking at it. Yeah.
Not much of a game, really.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's why I didn't go over every single game. It's just, there's other games, but
the Chiefs Chargers game last night was pretty good, though.
Yeah, I know. The Chargers. I think the Chargers are a coming of age team slowly.
Yeah. Plus, they gave Mahomes too much time in the fourth quarter, so.
Oh, you can't do that with him.
No, not at all.
Jesus, Kelsey scored 3 touchdowns. Damn.
Yep, yes, he did.
Who should trade for him?
Who, Travis Kelce?
Travis Kelce for Goddard straight up. Is Kelsey a good? No, wait. Kelsey, he is a good blocker, right?
He's
tight end.
He's off on. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but maybe I would say hold on to Goddard because Kelsey's actually getting a little bit older, but what else we got?
But he's younger than his brother, right?
They do at the same age.
Oh, are they?
I think so.
Are they twins?
No.
Ron answered the question, but Goddard's better blocker.
There you go.
Yeah, he's talking about Jackson too. Yeah, it's only really that's what I'm saying. But he's only the only. Yeah, see that says a lot about his lack of passing skills. John,
in MLB free agency yet? Not yet, honestly.
Well, my Yankees made an offer to Aaron Judge. Nobody knows what the terms are, but there's a rumor it was $360 for 6 years or 7 years, I forget, of the current offer, but nobody knows for sure.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's more than Stanton, but less than Cole on the team, just on the team level.
Gotcha.
I still think he's going to get more than that or he'll walk, but, signing his best friend was a good idea, but I just don't know.
Wait, the Yankees bring back Isaiah.
IKF, yeah. Connor Falefa. Yeah, Connor Falefa.
1 year, $6 million.
They brought him back. They brought Donaldson back, which I didn't want them to do. So.
And Anthony Rizzo.
Yes, that's Judge's best friend on the team. For the last, he's been there, 2 years now? Going on 3? Yeah, he's with one of his closest friends on the team.
Hmm.
So yeah, hopefully that would help signing, but he still wants years and he wants money. A lot of people, the reason why everybody's stuck on what to give him is because he's 30. He'll be 30 in April.
Yeah.
And, it's tough, but I think Judge is worth a large contract, but I think it should be a lot of front loading. I think that it should be up front. The Phillies, you think so, Ron? I don't know. I'm
A lot of people were saying that.
Not a huge Trey Turner fan, but he is a good player.
A lot of people have been saying that.
I think the Yankees. It's all about years, and I think his agent said he wouldn't accept anything less than $500 million over 10 years at $50 million a season. No one's going to give him that. Not even the Giants will give him that. But the Yankees are looking at giving him $30 million a year. That's less than Cole, and less than Trout. And eventually, Ohtani's going to sign for max of money as well.
GM Harper says so.
That's funny. Probably get him if Harper's on the board. They probably will. But yeah, so I don't know. I think Aaron Judge is going to sign for something. See, if I was to give him a contract, I'd pay him max money, maybe 40, 45 million for like the first 4 seasons. And then coming into his 5th season, I would then drop that to around 25 million.
So you would do a front loaded deal.
Yeah, he should get max money. I mean, if it's $50 million a year, if that's what the max is, then fine. Then he should max out at 50 for the first 4 years of the contract. That's fine for $200 million. But then after, when he gets 35, you got to start. Age then becomes a thing. He's got about 5 years left in his prime, and then he's going to slowly start to decline. I'm not saying that he still won't hit home runs and everything, but he'll be out of his prime, and it'll slowly go after 35. Pujols had amazing longevity, but Pujols also didn't have the injury history that Judge has, or even Stanton.
That's true. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's funny, Ron, because the Yankees offered the Angels a crap load of picks and everything and players to them for him, and they turned it down. And now they say he'll never. Now Angels are like, well, we're not going to get rid of him. That'd be stupid. Well, I don't know why you even listen to a Yankees offer then if he was never truly on the block. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But that is one possible outcome. Dodgers and Giants, and them, both the Dodgers and Giants have the money. So do the Mets. So do the Yankees. But I don't. You're right. Ohtani probably stays on the West Coast. I think he's going to be with the Angels for life. I think so at least.
He says when he is a free agent.
He's a free agent after next year, right? I'm pretty sure he's a free agent after next year. I'm pretty sure. Sure.
See, if you ask me, if Philly needs pitching bad, we need a solid number 3 starter to come in and complement Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola.
You want a third starter?
A third starter, yes.
Okay.
Because yes, you got. I think Syndergaard might be coming back. You have Andrew Painter in the minors ready to go, but you need that third lock-in pitcher. Because as much as Ranger Suarez is good, I would like him more out of the bullpen. But
look at that, man. I did not know this. The Angels acquired Urshela from the Twins. Now, he used to be our third baseman. We traded him last year, so that's not bad. Urshela's a good player. I wish we hadn't gotten rid of him. I wish we didn't have Donaldson. I wish we had Urshela back on the Yankees. But the Dodgers, I didn't read this. Bellinger is now a free agent.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just read that 9-10 years or something.
Why would they not keep him? That is ridiculous.
Maybe they're trying to clear money. That's anything I can think of. Dodgers
So Trey Turner, Justin Turner, Craig Kimbrell, Tyler Anderson, Andrew Heaney, and David Price are all off the roster now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. He won't last long in the free agency, though. I don't think. Who do you mean, John? Ron, I was jumping around there with a bunch of players. You mean the Yankees? He wants big money?
Buy Bellinger because he's only 27 and a former MVP.
I think he'll be. Yeah, I think Bellinger will have no problem. I understand that they had to shed some payroll, but I don't know if you get rid of him. That was a mistake. Bellinger's a homegrown guy, I believe. I think. Oh, okay. Really, he wants what? What's he want? He wants like Judge, Stanton, Trout money. Even Harper can be in there. Eric Cole. I don't know if I said all those guys. Can't believe Bellinger wants that kind of money. 30. He wants over 30 million a year. He's not going to get that.
No.
I don't think he gets 30 million a year. I think he's going to find if Bellinger now. I think Bellinger's probably going to get 20 million over 5 years. 20 million a year over 5 years. That's what I think he'll sign for.
Not bad.
5 years at 20 million. Because that gets him another payday up the road. He's 27 now. He'll be 32, so he's going to get somewhat of a pay. Gotcha. I understand. Yeah. But I think that's what he signs for. I don't know if you agree. I think Bellinger signs for 5 years at 20 million. That puts him at 33 or no, 32. And then he can sign another, not a super deal, but he can still be lucrative in his last contract. Or they give him 4 years at 20. I don't know. It depends on when, or a team option. But I think he only signs up for max 20 million a year. And I say someone's going to go 5 years on him. So that's my Bellinger prediction. My Judge prediction, I already said, it's like I think he should get for 50 million if that's what he wants up front for the first 5 years of the contract, and then it's got to start going down. That's my Yankees thing. Ohtani's probably going to. If Ohtani can maintain what he's doing in the majors, he's going to sign a 400 million probably plus deal too.
Okay.
He just doing both things like that. Yeah, he won't have no problem if he stays at those levels. Only if he stays at those levels, 400 million easy with him. Easy, but I don't think they'll give him more than Trout. So, like they gave Trout recently. So, that's my takes on contracts.
I'm not going to, there's obviously too many to name all in the next 20 minutes, but we're going to name a couple of them, and I want to know what you think. Okay?
So, you're right. So, Ron, you don't like my deal? 20 million a year, 5 years. You could take 4 years for it and then have another chance at a contract. I said 32, you said 31. Well, so I'm like,
he's just saying you can take 4 with an option for a fifth year.
Why 27 million? Is that what he's talking about?
No, at 27 years old.
Oh, right now.
Yeah. Give him a 4-year locked in contract with a fifth year option.
Yeah, that puts him at 31. I was saying 32 for 5 years. That's my guess, Ron. I understand. I think that's what he would get though. I understand what you're saying. He wouldn't give him a fifth year. I think he's going to sign. Maybe he'll sign a $20 million a year deal with an option after 4. I mean, yeah, I can see that happening. But I don't think he makes more than $20 million a year. I would never give him a penny over $20 million a year. But seriously, I understand in 2019. That's what I said, Ron. His age. I know he's 27 now. That's why I thought they would give him a 5-year deal to 32 and then restructure his contract. You're guessing 4 with an option and another big deal at 31. We're not off that much together.
So yeah, you got to agree.
Yeah, I just don't think so. I know he was he 19? Was he an MVP in 19, Bellinger?
Yeah.
So I'm not reading and going off memory right now. So I'm trying to think who else gets Ohtani, like I said, he stays healthy, he's going to get a deal. Do I think it's going to be a record deal? No, but it's going to be a very big deal. Like I said, they won't give him the same as Trout. There's no way.
Now we're going to talk about people being free agents this year.
Just to say about age real quick. Okay. Ohtani's age is going to affect him in many ways, pitching and batting. I think eventually he's going to have to give up one or the other. And I'm assuming he'd give up pitching because it's easier to stay a hitter. But so I don't think he says a two-way player the rest of his career. That's my take.
All right. Wilson Contreras. Where does he sign?
I'll just defer to Ron on that one. I don't know much about him. I know who he is.
Okay. First baseman Jose Abreu. Played most of his career in the White Sox.
How old is Abreu?
36. A lot of people have him going to the Houston Astros on a 2-year deal.
Kershaw money or more for Ohtani? Kershaw money or more for Ohtani? I got you.
Probably more.
Cubs for he's answering your question. Ron
So,
says for Contreras, he goes to the Cubs.
well, we signed with the Cubs. That's where he's coming from.
Oh,
So,
so he's going to stay there then. Is it Ron is staying, I guess. He'll stay with the Cubs. Is that what you're saying, Ron? He'll stay for the Cubs? On the Cubs?
about being a Batman, yes, that's what he means.
Oh, okay.
But then Jose Abreu apparently is being heavily pursued by the Houston Astros.
Yeah, you know what? I have something to say about them, okay, Houston. I understand, this title's more legit, obviously, way more legit than the first one. But Houston, after their payroll is odd. They're in a mid-market team, which has gotten obviously more money because of their winning ways lately. But I don't know how they're signing. I mean, unless they're wanting to go over the top, they didn't have, I don't believe they were in the top 5 for payroll this season.
No.
So I don't know where they find the money for this. I mean, literally during the World Series, you could still buy tickets there for retail price, not jacked up. So I don't, even their fan base. I mean, that's what I think about. That's what I think about Houston's baseball program. So just like the Golden State Warriors. Now the basketball has a harder cap, so I don't know when he makes the statement about the Golden State Warriors, we'll figure out money at a later date. I don't know what that means. So, he throws a number out there. It's like what's his name with the 49ers back in the day? He always found the money. Somehow. So
Who owns?
no, the owner or the general manager or the owner. He's from Ohio, but he ran 49ers for a while.
Oh,
I can't think of his effing name. But he always found the money. He's like, and he always found a way to find it. I'm sure it was shady in some ways. But
probably.
I go around my shady teams that are going to come out later about stuff. I think Alabama is eventually going to come out with the fact that they were not legit. That's my opinion. Okay, based on everything that I've seen, read. It's Alabama's, and Alabama's the one that trashes the the name and likeness deal that the players have now about it being used to sway players. And you're telling me you're not going to have nil deals in Alabama? You are. So don't start acting like you're not going to do what it takes to get it. And you're right, Ron. Howie does seem to find the money every time, which stays within constraints. You're right.
Well, they said Sue took a very friendly deal to come to Philly.
Who?
I could probably tell you how much he took if you want to find
Who?
Dominic Sue. Let me see. Hold on.
Why are you talking about Sue?
Well, because of how he finds the money.
Oh. I'm sure you could.
I can tell you exactly how much he got. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Oh, no problem. Howie does, but I'll tell you something. It's a 1-year deal, Ron said. I know it was a 1-year deal, but for how much?
You want to know? I have it right here.
People wanted, but before this draft, Ron, people wanted Howie's head for a couple of years there before he turned it around with this great draft he just had. Now, I wasn't on the fire and bandwagon, but a lot of fans wanted him gone.
Yeah.
But he seems to have proven he could still pull it out because this year he did incredible.
So, I have it in front of me, so I'm not going to say right away. You want to take a guess how much Dominic Sue signed for Philly?
I'm going to guess $5 million for the rest of the season.
Ron, how about you? What's your guess? You said
Ron might know.
If he does, I'll be shocked.
This is just a us three show now. It's just you, me, and Ron. That's funny. Not a lot of people on right now.
Nope.
Curtis went to do something with supper. Andrew went to go work with their kids. And your one friend's dealing with a sick child. So everybody's kind of left.
All right. So your guess is $5 million. I'm seeing if Ron has a guess. All right. Well, you both them all. Dominic Sue signed a 1-year, $750,000 deal to come to Philly.
What? Not even $1 million?
Not even $1 million. $750,000.
Well, the season is 10. Was 10 games in before he signed.
But still,
right?
For someone at his level, was cheap.
I thought he would sign for much more than that. I can't
Him and Linville Joseph both got $750,000 to come to Philly.
Well, they were just going to be sitting at home. They only had to play to get to the playoffs, you might have to play a few more games. They only got to play part of the season.
Yeah.
So you have half a season already under the belt before those guys even joined. Yeah, Ron, like I said, Ron, I was not into the Fire and bandwagon. You're right. He gets he gets the same flack, especially after the Super Bowl thing. He does for a couple of years. He took a lot of flack, but I wasn't about firing him. And everybody's telling me, Kevin on my bowling team, everybody was saying about how he had to go, and I was like, you sure? And then he, killed it again. So I agree, Ron. He seems to get it done. So I don't know why people want to burn him at the stake. It's ridiculous.
Now, the biggest one that's going to come up after this week is you're possibly going to see Odell Beckham Jr. get signed.
Well, this is interesting. I did not know that, Ron.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Who had to sign? Does he mean Roseman? He doesn't mean Roseman, does he? You mean the two players that signed, Ron? Do you mean
Sue and Joseph, probably?
Yeah, do you mean Sue and Joseph?
That's what my guess would be.
Probably that's what he's saying.
Sue.
Okay, there we go.
But the Giants.
Oh, and Joseph. Ron says both of them to get a year toward their pensions. They had to. It's interesting.
But Giants and Cowboys played this Thursday on Thanksgiving. There was a 4:30 game on Thanksgiving, right? There's a certain somebody who has a meeting with both teams next week, and that player is Odell Beckham Jr.
Where do you think he goes? I think it's going to either be Buffalo or Dallas.
They're saying it's going to be either Dallas or New York.
New York? Why would he go back to New York?
New ownership, new coach.
That's true.
Go back to where you were drafted.
But if I had to choose, I would pick Buffalo. If I was him. 49ers will win 7-3. Slide right now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Intercepted.
You have a game on, I don't.
McCoy passes short middle. Oh, McCoy's the quarterback, isn't he, tonight?
Yep.
For the 49ers, right?
Yeah. Cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah, he just got picked off. Is that guy ever coming back? Yeah, what's up with the Kyler Murray? Holy shit.
Hamstring.
Ooh, look at that. We're on with the Green Bay.
I would say Green Bay if they were in contention. They're not. I think this late in the season, Odell wants to step in and be on a contender right away. And unfortunately, Green Bay's out.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to go there, but he's got his choice.
Yeah, he can sign anywhere he wants, absolutely. But
right, he has his ring now, so he's just going to pursue. He doesn't have to. He wants to be obviously on a winning team, but.
And that's why Sue came to Philly, because he wants to help us pursue that dream of Super Bowl chance. Because Kansas City also wanted a Dominic Sue.
Who did?
Kansas City.
Oh. I never understand. Does Kansas City have a defense? Because they don't talk about them at all.
No, they have a good solid defense.
Oh.
Buffalo's another good possibility. Him and Diggs would make a pretty sick 1-2 combo, yes.
Yeah, they would.
So,
but Diggs isn't going to want his numbers to drop.
No, unless he's a team player, we'll see.
Odell Beckham, it depends on where he's played. He was a team player with the Rams.
Diggs never played for the Rams.
He was for 1 year with the Browns. For Diggs 1 year.
Oh, you're talking Beckham.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought you were talking Diggs.
Sorry. Let's just talking back in there for a minute. But I don't know if Doug's I don't know if. Diggs is going to want to win, so he may say, yeah, that's fine, I'll split. But I just think he's going to keep wanting the primary number one targets.
Yeah. So you can say it's going to be Dallas, the Giants, or Buffalo. One of those three teams.
I'm going to say he's going to Buffalo.
I think he goes home.
You're right, Jaron. That's right. That's what happened to the Rams back in the day, too.
Yep.
They were off the field so fast with their offense. Yeah, Ron, you're right. Buffalo was off there. Buffalo would be in their defense also was out there a long time. And the K gun under with Kelly as the quarterback running that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. Thanks, Ron.
I think I just heard Chrissy. Is she holding at you already?
No, we're leaving earlier today because I have to pick up a medication. That's the only reason why I have to get off a little earlier than normal.
All right, well, if you want to wrap the show up now, we can. It's up to you.
That's how long we've been on. Hour 10.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we could. I guess we could. I mean, people always seem to come in late, so I don't know. Maybe we could come back on later. I don't know.
No, I'll be up for a while. I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna work on some stuff, but
Cool. EO.
so it's up to you, sir.
We covered a lot. Is there anything else you want to, cover?
No, not really. The only other thing that next time we can maybe talk about a little bit is the World Cup over in Qatar.
Definitely. America lost today, or tied today, 1-1 against Wales.
Yeah, I heard a bogus call.
Dude, you should. The refereeing was absolutely horrible. I watched about half the game, the second half.
I didn't get to see any of it, so
Yeah.
maybe next Monday, if Ron's not busy, he can join us.
Yeah, Ron, you should join us by camera bed, unless you're working. I don't know if you can if you're working.
I'll let him out of your closet if he wants to join.
It's always a pleasure having you, Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. So the invite's on the table for him. So
Hold on, my wife's probably.
Watch out. You got
uh-oh. Paging Dr. Stevens. Have to figure out logistics. Ron, StreamYard is very easy. I would just send you a link on Facebook Messenger. Then you would open it up. You would have to download. I don't know if you would have to download anything or just open up the link, and then you would just type in your name, and it's easy to do. Me and Mike could talk you through it in about 5 minutes. Not even.
I am back temporarily.
Okay. I was just saying, not working. Have to figure out the logistics.
Ron, yeah, whatever we got to do, Ron, we'll come to you, Ron. We'll broadcast the show from wherever you're at.
Or you see him Wednesday night, you can just show him how easy it is to join up.
I tell you guys something. Dental work sucks.
It does.
It's gonna suck for me.
Yeah,
Ron.
There you go.
We need you on here, Ron. We need to get more people in here.
Yeah, well, yeah, share the show. Yeah, like the show.
Get Ron on there. Get Ron his own intro picture. You need to be in here, Ron.
I can.
Nice. Ron, you're the best, man.
Hey, I have a walk-in closet. Thank you very much. I gave you the biggest closet in the house. Okay.
Yeah, no. He has jerseys in there, Ron. So you have to be among the jerseys.
They might smell a little bit, but
John has more jerseys than anybody I've seen.
no, I know someone with more. So.
No, actually, I know a couple people have more, but I'm just saying you have a lot.
Yeah, they were all on sale when I bought them too.
Do you have any authentics?
My Chad Ochocinco.
What's your Chad Ochocinco jersey?
If you want to talk old, authentic hockey jerseys, I have a Bernie Perrant jersey from back in the 70s.
Very good, Ron.
And I think I have a Sergei Bobrovsky's authentic jersey. And a Jeff Garcia one that's signed.
Jeff Garcia. How'd you get that signed?
I know people.
Gotcha. That's cool. That is cool. Bernie. Yeah. Bernie
we can do the weekend at Bernie's dance too.
Which one? Oh, yeah, weekend at Bernie's, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bernie. Dude, I like Bernie Kosar. We got a raw deal in Cleveland.
We're talking about Bernie Perrant.
Oh, oops. Don't mind me, Ron. See, this is why I know nothing of hockey. But just for the record, I did like Bernie Kosar for the Cleveland Browns. I felt he got a raw deal. That's
Bernie Kosar, Kosar definitely got a raw deal. Yes.
Denver just had their number for some reason.
I agree.
Cleveland. But yeah, you guys are talking hockey, so the hockey banner should be going because I know nothing.
Agreed.
Yes, that's right. He came from the Hurricanes. Ron knows.
No.
Yeah, Kosar. Yeah, he took him to got a ring. He got a ring with Schellenberger. Got that ring.
Wait, excuse me. Do you only think I knew where Bernie Kosar went to school?
No, you don't know. You thought he went to Stanford or something.
Wow.
John,
You-
of course you knew.
You probably
Of
don't even
course
know
you
where
knew.
Troy Aikman went to school, okay?
Troy Aikman went to South Dakota State.
Wrong. Try
UCLA.
again.
UCLA, right?
Yep.
Aha, you suck. I knew you knew.
Thank you, Ron. At least somebody has my side on
Ron.
the show.
I knew you do. Loving it. Yeah, this show was slow, a little slow tonight, Ron and I are Ron. With you guys, usually we have a lot more. Most three of us are the ones talking today. I guess people stopped in. I feel bad that they weren't able to join us tonight, but we had fun as always.
Yeah.
Hopefully people hope people rewatch it later. That's what I would love to have. So people will start watching it on their own time if they can't be here for the live stream.
And that's why every once in a while I will share it the show, so in case people do miss it, they can go back and rewatch it.
Which is smart.
You can always share it too,
I could.
Just saying, it would help.
Watch for the trolls to roll in like Pat Stecker and Alex Kroll.
Yep, comment when we're not online and can't defend ourselves.
That's true. Bobby should have been here. Bobby didn't stop back in. Where's Bobby at?
Oh,
He's
no.
not here.
People
All right,
are
well,
busy.
I guess we're rolling out, right?
Yeah.
Another great show, guys.
Ron, thanks a million for being here. I will be
Ron, as
live
always.
tomorrow night.
Ron, thanks a million, buddy.
I will promote this week and try to get the word out.
Thanks, Ron.
Any support you can do, like and share.
Anything you need, Ron.
The show is always great. We appreciate it. Mike's off for the rest of the week. I will be live tomorrow night with Miss Morgan Peak. We're doing entertainment night. More jokes, more trivia, more fun.
Just kidding. Entertainment night's great. No, I Tuesdays are great. Yeah,
No,
Tuesdays are awesome.
we have a lot of fun on Tuesday nights.
Yes, Tuesday's a lot of fun.
But, Mike, if I don't see you, you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You as well, sir.
So,
Ron, I'll see you Wednesday.
yeah. You won't see me. I'll be at work dealing with the hoodlums. Don't come to Wegmans. If I see any of you at Wegmans, I will not be
Nobody at weddings nobody at Wegmans, not weddings.
No. Say hi
Thanks,
to Wegmans.
Ron, for the. You're awesome too, man.
He was talking to me, not you.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
He forgot to. He only pluraled it by mistake.
Yeah, that's all that happened. But
Yeah, Ron. See you Wednesday, buddy.
all right, you guys all have a wonderful night. Thanks for popping in, Mike. As always, too sweet.
Too sweet.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.